the untold struggles behind Hyundai's success. What would you do if the world told you no at every turn? If every step you took seemed to lead you further away from your dream? Would you quit or would you keep going, despite the odds? Hyundai's story isn't just about building cars. It's about how one man's vision and relentless determination turned a struggling nation's economy into a global force. The rise of Hyundai isn't a tale of immediate success. It's about how one man, Chung Ju-yung, fought against failure, rejection, and every obstacle imaginable. In 1947, after the devastation of the Korean War, Chung Ju-yung founded Hyundai in a country that was shattered economically and politically. At the time, South Korea was in ruins, roads were broken, bridges were collapsed, and industries barely existed. Yet, Hyundai wasn't born as a car company. It started as a construction company. But even in the construction business, Hyundai faced constant failure. Chung's first attempt at business, a rice trade company, ended disastrously. He was broke, with no money to start over. But Chung didn't quit. In fact, this failure only fueled his determination to keep going. He joined hands with the government to rebuild the nation, starting with large-scale projects like highways and bridges. But the path was never easy. In the 1950s and 60s, when Chung started gaining ground in construction, South Korea was still politically unstable and severely underdeveloped. Resources were scarce, and financial backing was limited. On top of that, Hyundai struggled with a lack of skilled labor. But Chung was relentless. He adapted to every challenge, negotiating deals with the government, securing funding through sheer grit, and pushing his workers to their limits. Hyundai was slowly becoming a powerhouse in construction. But here's where the real turning point came. In the late 1960s, Hyundai made an audacious decision. While everyone else in the country focused on textiles, steel, and agriculture, Chung wanted to take a huge risk. Hyundai would become a car manufacturer. No one believed it was possible. South Korea hadn't produced cars before, and the automotive industry was dominated by giants like Ford and General Motors. But Chung saw an opportunity. Starting from scratch, Hyundai faced countless challenges. They didn't have the machinery, the technology, or even the expertise to build cars. But Chung wasn't deterred. In 1967, Hyundai launched its first car, the Hyundai Cortina. It wasn't a masterpiece. In fact, it was a very basic model, far from the sleek cars we know today. But it was a start. A crucial start. But here's the catch. Even after the car was launched, Hyundai didn't immediately find success. The company faced serious backlash. South Koreans were skeptical about the quality, and Hyundai was competing with established brands in a market that wasn't ready to embrace a newcomer. On top of that, Hyundai was still facing financial struggles. The company didn't have the capital to expand quickly. But Chung didn't give up. The real breakthrough came in the 1980s when Hyundai started focusing on quality. The company invested heavily in research and development. They improved their manufacturing process, streamlined their designs, and most importantly, they listened to customer feedback. Slowly, Hyundai's cars became known for being reliable and affordable. This shift in focus allowed Hyundai to expand into international markets, and in the 1990s, Hyundai became one of the largest car manufacturers in the world. So, what's the key takeaway from Hyundai's story? It's not just about building cars. It's about vision. It's about pushing through impossible odds, taking risks when no one else believes in you, and refusing to back down when the world says no. Hyundai's success wasn't built by avoiding failure. It was built by overcoming it, learning from it, and continuously evolving. Today, Hyundai is one of the most successful car manufacturers on the planet, but it didn't get there without facing hardship. Chung Ju-young's journey wasn't about getting everything right on the first try. It was about having the perseverance to keep going, no matter how many times he stumbled. So the next time you face a challenge, remember the story of Hyundai. Remember that success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about rising every time you fall and learning from your mistakes. Hyundai didn't become a giant because it was easy. It became a giant because it never gave up.